right, here we go. In the bottom left, F91 with the GGGL. Maybe getting a little bit outclassed today by the player in the top left. It's Scarlett. One fun thing to note is you can see that Scarlett plays in 4x3. You can see that by the box on the mini-map, which is really cool. Some functionality that Brood War has. And you can see that F91 plays with widescreen. So, just kind of an interesting thing. It's always something I like to check with high-level players, see who plays what. A lot of people ask, like I, for instance, play with 4x3, and a lot of pros, I think more pros play with 4x3 than widescreen, probably. A lot of people end up asking, why would you do that? Isn't widescreen just better? But there's not that many hotkeys. There's not multiple building selection. There's only 3 positional hotkeys, and you only have 10 regular hotkeys. So you can't really jump around the map very much with the keyboard, which means you're doing a lot of this, a lot of scrolling with your mouse. And that is one of the reasons why I think 4x3 is really good, because here when I'm scrolling to the left and right, it takes a long time to get my mouse over there and then to recenter and do what I have to do. Also, a lot of bases are on the edge of the map, and then the base is no longer centered, whereas in 4x3, this is actually a centered base, so your mouse is not having so much movement, which really makes a difference in a game that requires hundreds of actions per minute. Anyways, yeah, there's a little early game fill for you. We have the Gateway expansion build here from Scarlett. This is really what she prefers. It was kind of interesting watching her go forge on clips. I think it was prepped for a cannon rush that we didn't get to see because it wasn't hatched first, but just the Gateway. Should be putting on the Zealot pressure. But here, getting gas, I mean, off one base, right? So this is looking extra cheesy right now. We'll see what he's got planned. Okay, I think I missed it. I think he actually started speed, right? And still mining gas. What are we looking at here? I mean, against something like this, you're going to keep your results at home. You're going to get cannons before your Nexus. I wonder. This is an abnormal amount of gas on one hatchery to be seeing. This, like, let's see, yeah, layer, okay. So there's a couple things that this could be. This could be, like, one hatch drop or one hatch muta. Like, I can't tell you how old this cheese is. It's, like, from the beginning of time. Maybe a move like that will be good, because I don't know if Scarlett has ever played against something like this. You know, she's played Brood War for... pretty seriously for a few months. But, like, when you think of someone like F91, right? Like, this is one of those guys that's been playing for, like, 20 years. So he's going to know about some things that you don't normally play against. Okay, it's actually a Hydralisk Den. So this is going to be one base drop that we're going to see. So that's kind of neat. Yeah, and I imagine it's going to be a lurker drop that comes up. We'll see about that. Of course, with the Zergling speed, with the scout, he's not going to let Scarlett in to see what's going on. So Scarlett has to decide how to play this, right? Like, if you're going, are you going to go up into Corsair here to scout? Well, if you are, that's like when the lurkers are going to be dropped off in your base. So that could be a bit rough. There is an Overlord right nearby. I wonder if another Overlord will be sent up. I mean, I guess there are some other things you could try. Like, you might just try to run lurkers up and burrow to kill the cannons, but yeah, that doesn't seem... I'm pretty sure it's just going to be drops, because I think he needs to win right away with it. Alright, so the Zealots started to pop out. You see this? Zealots started to pop out, and immediately all the Lings start running up, because it's like, you either got to counter or surround those Zealots. You cannot just let them walk out and do what they want. Of course, we see that the Zealots went back into the wall, and the Overlord sees that as well. Stargate on the way. Hydra's coming up. Alright, this is getting exciting. There's a lot of tension right now. F91 is about as all in as you can really get. Let's see if this Overlord gets pulled back. That's going to be the biggest tell you ever saw in your entire life. Single cannon in the main. One cannon without units there won't do anything, by the way. I wonder if there's some world... Okay, yeah, there's the lurkers morphing. I was going to say, I was wondering if there's some world where he just drops the hydras off because they do explosive damage, which will kill buildings quickly, but doesn't really make sense. Okay, so Ling's coming out. Okay, Scarlett gets down here. She's going to see layer Hydra's Den. Cannons are the answer. You need more cannons in your main base. This is the #1 most important thing. Let's see it. Okay, here come the lurkers. Is there actually no drop? Oh my god, is this the Ling Flood with lurkers to break the wall build? More lurkers coming up. Lings are here as well. I mean, there's no way that this works. What are we doing? Okay, let's see it. Trying to bust through these cannons. There are more cannons being made. Okay, a goon pops out. A second lurker does fall. Really? What? Oh my god. Oh my god. Is he actually just gonna break this? Oh my... I can't even believe this. This is crazy. Oh my god. Madness. And look at this. He's lost so many overlords, and that is it. GG. F91 takes it. Okay, okay. Wow. Well, that was one of the things that could happen. That was the one that I actually thought least likely. I thought Lurker Drop and One Hatch Muta were going to be more likely than that. But just bust the front. That is a real cheese. That is a real all-in that exists. I don't know how much it's really used. I don't... you know, I don't play standard Protoss games on the ladder ever, so I'm not sure if this is something that people are actually using on the ladder nowadays. You basically never see it at the pro level. Because, you know, if she had one more cannon finished, that doesn't work.